Hi, this is Jason with Five Letter Comics Collectibles coming at you with another comic review. This time we're taking a look at the Civil War Volume 1, Issue Number 1, published in July of 2006 from Marvel Comics. And this is the 7-part series Civil War that led up to what would ultimately cause the death of Captain America. Now this is one of my more favorite comic book series, and they're obviously making a movie based on this. How much of the actual comic is going to be in the movie is it's hard to be seen. But first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take a look at the cover a little bit closer, and then we'll go into a little bit of a little synopsis. So the comic opens up with the New Warriors and their camera crew outside a house of 4 villains. They're filming a reality TV show where they go after criminals and villains, and they're outside the house of Cobalt Man, Cold Heart, Speed Freaks, and Nitro. They know they're out of their league, but because Nova left their group earlier, they're having trouble with the ratings. So they basically go into a situation where they shouldn't be there, and essentially bad things happen. One of the bad guys, while one of the New Warriors was chasing them, actually explodes, and he basically takes out a park full of children along with the entire area. So the next scene has the Avengers, the Fantastic Four, and the X-Men helping the firemen and the rescue teams as they search for survivors. Captain America is really upset that that these children died essentially for a reality show that they were filming, and Iron Man was upset that the New Warriors didn't call the Avengers, and they obviously knew they were out of their league. And Goliath says that this is the straw that broke the camel's back, and that won't just be mutants. The government's going to be watching after this one. So a lot of stuff is up in the air after this happened. There's going to be a lot more questions raised and a lot more things being watched. We also have events like the She-Hulk is on a Larry King show and basically says that it's reasonable for superheroes to essentially act like police, but they need to be trained and carry badges. At the funeral, Tony Stark goes to the funeral of one of the children, and somebody spits in his face and basically blames him for it because he finances the Avengers. And basically they believe that they're operating outside the law. Tensions rise more when Johnny Storm, the Human Torch, cuts lines at a nightclub with his date, and a lot of people know why. He gets special preferences, so they're upset at him. They make some snide comments. Johnny Storm, basically says, I obviously get in here because, I saved the world from Galactus, and they can borrow, he gets a free pass when it comes to that. And the crowd gets real upset and says, what about when you blow up a school? Somebody hits him over the head with a bottle, and they basically stomp on him and beat the crap out of him. Some of the different superheroes meet: Doctor Strange, She-Hulk, Fantastic Four, X-Men, the Avengers, the Young Avengers, and some other superheroes. And they're basically debating if they should go along with the National Registration Bill or they should fight it. Doctor Strange is against it. The Fantastic Four, Yellow Jacket, Iron Man, She-Hulk are for it. Wolverine and the Falcon are against it. And we basically see a split as Wolverine and the Things start trading some really nasty verbal blows, and Daredevil tells everyone that this is the end of the way they will do business, essentially. So the next scene, we have a SHIELD helicarrier, and Commander Hill is talking to Captain America, and she's asking Captain America what he thinks that the superheroes are going to do. Captain America really has no idea, and she basically states that the Avengers must support the Superhero Registration Act and that he must be the one to lead them. And he says he will not arrest heroes risking their lives every day for their country. There's some heated words exchanged between Hill and Captain America. The SHIELD soldiers turn the weapons on Captain America, and basically a battle ensues. Captain America starts beating the crap out of all the different SHIELD agents, and then he jumps onto a cockpit of a jet that was actually coming in and smashes his shield in there and tells the pilot to keep on flying, and he basically makes a pretty crazy escape off the helicarrier. And then at the end of the comic, so they're outside the White House. People are protesting, demanding legislation to control the superheroes. The president, is upset and concerned that Captain America is now basically the face of the rebels and what the government sees as the bad guys. And the president wants a figurehead for their side, the pro-registration side. And the next shot you see is Iron Man, Mr. Fantastic, and Yellow Jacket, and Iron Man tells the president to push ahead with the registration as planned, and they will deal with Captain America. So at the end of this comic, basically, lines have been pretty much drawn in the sand. We kind of see where the two sides are shaping up. We've got Captain America, is against registration, and then we have Iron Man is for the registration. So really cool comic, really good start to this series. And once again, this has been Jason with Violator Comics Collectibles. Any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section below. If you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, and I'll see you guys next time.